So today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make a thumbnail for Call of Duty. Warzone is coming out November 14th. So I'm thinking there's probably a lot of you who want to start a YouTube channel, but you don't know how to make a thumbnail or edit a video or anything like that. So today I'm gonna focus on making a thumbnail. So what I like to do first, I like to get a screenshot of my gun. So the first thing you gotta do is get a screenshot of your gun. So how did we do that? We gotta go to multiplayer, go to find match. So far in Black Ops a little different. We find match and then go to private match, create a private match. All right, so once it's done like connecting, you can set up the game and then pick the map. Nuketown is very popular right now, so if you go on Nuketown and make that your background, you'll see what I'm about to do in 1 second. And then create your gun. Let's see, a gun that I have, gold. Cool, got this gold. Sometimes I like to put attachments on it. It just depends like what it looks like. So I like to like make the gun, you know, dress it up, make it pretty. All right, and then the second thing I think of, let's try rear grip. Rear grip is gonna stay the same. Yep. So the second thing I think of is like what my hands are gonna look like in the screenshot. So I'll go to my operator and I'll just figure out like what operator I would want to use. This is a zombie, so I'll have like zombie hands holding it, so that would actually probably look cool. And then on the right side, yeah, her hands look cool. They're all like messed up and all that. So cool. So we are going to go inside the match and get our screenshot. So we pick our MP5, and as you can see, yeah, you see all that color on the gun. That is perfect. So what you want to do is you want to just show your gun like this and then be ready to take a screenshot. So what I do is I use OBS. So the first thing I'm gonna do is hide my camera, and then I would take a little screenshot right here. Oh yeah, let's get like the Nuketown. Yeah, right here would be kind of perfect right here. So I'm gonna get this ready to get a screenshot, and I'm just holding the D-pad and then press the D-pad one more time. I'm gonna take a full screenshot. Like right here is where you want to get it. You can show the buttons with it. I mean the bullets, not the buttons. But yeah, so that's my screenshot right there. Okay, and then from there, I'm just gonna open up Photoshop. I have this recorded. This is the part where I'm about to make my face cam go away because I want you guys to see everything, obviously. So let this load up. Okay, so these are like all the stuff that I do right here. Okay, so once you get your Photoshop opened up, what you're gonna do is hit new file, and then you got to change the dimensions of it. I like to go with pixels to just make it easier, and then I go with 2560 minus 1440. YouTube allows this, but like it's like a weird 1440. Put this 1440 and then you'll be good right there. YouTube allows 1080, but it's pretty much the same thing. It'll get a little bit better. It's like a hack pretty much. You'll get better resolution. So boom, have that white background right there. I like to change this white background to black. I like to change this to black. Boom. So now we're good right there. And then I'm gonna open up my files right quick. So have all your stuff organized. Like I have need to edit right there. This is you guys like starting a YouTube channel, things of that nature. So I got some screenshots. Let's check these out. That's actually pretty good one. I think I'm gonna go with that. That's perfect. We don't need to do anything else, but let's try the other ones. Yep. Okay, so I need this one because I'm gonna use this little face cam. I'm gonna show you guys that trick. Actually I like this one better. Do I like this one better? Let's see. And this is part of I think I might like this one better. No, I like this one better. This is part of, you know, making the thumbnail, deciding which one you like better, because you need people to click on your video, so you need it to be good. So when you go into dragging this and you see like an error right there, that means you just got to click on Photoshop and just hit that exclamation point, I mean the check mark above that. I'm gonna bring this in, but I'm gonna hide this. We're gonna work on that later. So the first thing I like to do is get these out of here, like at the top where it says FPS, latency, GPU, all that, C9 submachine gun. We're going to clean all this up. So first, I'm going to click on this little rectangle right here, this tool right here. And then I'm just going to drag out of here. And this is why I like using Photoshop, because they have an AI. And then all you have to do is hit generated fill. Like there is free version of Photoshops, but Photoshop is just the easier one to use. Is much easier, I'm just gonna be honest. But if you want to do the hard work, go ahead and Google free alternate versions of Photoshop and you'll be able to do everything I'm doing right now, but Photoshop just makes it easier. You see how it just disappeared? Let me drag that up, and then at this little bottom right corner, you're gonna have generative fill. What I like to do is click both of them by holding shift and then click on it, and then I'm gonna click Control E, and that just merges it so it becomes one again. So now we're gonna get this C9 SMG out of there by right here, and all we have to do is hit generative fill. We're gonna hit generate, and then it's gonna generate for us and it's gonna go away. Takes a little bit of time, but not too much. You see, it is completely gone. And then you have 3 options right here that you can click. That one, see, yeah, that one looks much better. I like this right here better than that. This is the little details, but like I said, pick what you think is best, and then, you know, more people will click on your videos. And then I have these little letters right here, just the lobby code. I'm gonna get that out of there. Hit generative fill, generate, and then at this point we actually have a good thumbnail. Like, this would be a good thumbnail depending on what you title the video and things like that. People would, you know, click on this. But we like to spice things up a little bit, not spaz things. Let me make sure this is fully committed. Yeah, cool right there. So the first thing I like to do is cut out the gun. So you can cut out the gun in 2 different ways. There's a lazy way and then there's a very efficient way. So we're gonna go up here where you see this quick selection tool, right click that, and then click on object selection. It's gonna allow you to select the object. You see how it's selecting my MP5, or you could drag. So say if I wanted to select this house, I can drag it. It just click on this house and let's see what it does. See, it just selects the house for me, but I'm a deselect because I want this MP5. And right here, if it's highlighted pink, it will select for you. So I'm gonna select this. Now this is the lazy way. You see, it has the MP5 pretty much selected for me. Very good. This is actually very good. I'm surprised that this actually worked out in that favor. When you have stuff like this, that means it's not going to be in there. So what I like to do is right click that, go to what does that say again? Quick selection tool. Okay, so at the top there's a plus and minus. Plus to add things in there, minus to minus things out. So this is minus right here. I don't want that in there. I don't want this little part in there. And this is why I hate this tool, because it like kind of messes everything up right here. So it's just the gold down there. So I'm gonna add plus right there, and then boom, I got the black back in there. So boom, the black is back in there. And then I'm gonna minus this out a little. Ooh, let me add that. I meant to add that out. So this is the lazy way. Boom, that's the lazy way. So then you hit Control J, right? And then we can hide all these by hitting boom. That's the MP5, the lazy way. It's not that bad. It's not too bad, to be honest. This is actually really good cutout for an AI tool to assist. So with that being said, what I'm going to show you guys is the hard way. But it's not hard, it just takes a little bit of time. If you don't have time on your hands, then definitely do the way I just taught you. But we're gonna select this tool over here. It is called the pen tool, and pretty much what you do is you cut out the gun yourself. So you zoom in. I hit Control plus, Control minus to zoom out, Control plus to zoom in, right? So we're gonna start with this gold right here, and then you just follow the lines. It's like coloring, but you use your mouse to do it. And once we get through here, it will be much more crispier. I recommend doing it this way just because you want to have the best quality. At the end of the day, you gotta compete with everyone else on YouTube for them to click on your videos. And then boom, 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 boom. I'm going to fast forward it at this point, just because this is going to take not too long, but gonna take a little bit. Okay guys, I'm back. So when you are about to finish, just hit the button right there, boom, and then it connects everything, right? So we had the MP5 officially cut out, and then all you have to do is hit the right click, and then make selection. You're gonna hit this option right here, make selection, and then we are going to push OK right here. So we're gonna hit OK, and then this gets selected, and then we are going to hit Control J, and that's pretty much a copy. So we're gonna hide everything, and then boom, we have this. You see how this right here, this blue sky is still in the gun? So we're actually gonna cut that out, and I'm gonna show you a trick. So when you cut it out, I'm not gonna fast forward this one because it's gonna be quick. You don't have to make it like absolutely perfect, but you want to make it pretty good. So when you cut it out, you're gonna right click again, and then you're gonna make selection. You're gonna hit OK, and then while it's selected, boom, we can delete it. So now it's black. You see that? So now it's black. So when you have anything like that, that's all you have to do right there. It's very simple. So we have the gun cut out, and the reason for the gun cut out is because we need to edit the gun. We need to make it spectacular, right? So before we make the gun spectacular, this is the reason why I want it. If you have like a face cam, this is the reason why I wanted to show you guys. So we're gonna cut this out. We're gonna have my whole little thing right here, my camera. If you guys have one of these, definitely use it. If you don't, you can just use like a stroke, or just find one on Google, like a little square box, and then you just put yourself in it. If my background was a little bit cooler, it would be even better. I just moved, so my background is not as good as it used to be, but we live on. It's not that serious. The one thing you guys want to know when making content is it's probably better than you think it is, you know, because a lot of people probably wish they had what you had and you don't even know. Jesus, these lines are killing me. Okay, now that I got that cut out, I'm gonna go. Whoa, you know what? I just messed up. That's good that I just messed up, because I'm gonna show you guys. So it cut out. I don't know what it cut out actually. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I do not know what it cut out, but it was supposed to cut out this. So what all I'm gonna do is hit Control Z just to undo. I'm gonna hit Control Z a couple times. Boom. So it's selected again, and I already knew what happened. I wasn't selected on my actual face cam picture. Now that I'm selected on my face cam picture, I'm gonna hit Control J. I like that it just messed up, because now I can show you guys. Boom. So now we're here with it, right? And this is fine with this right here. That's fine. Nobody's gonna notice that, but I do have to do one thing. I have to exit this out. So delete this from it, because we don't want the yellow. That's gonna be weird. Make selection. Boom, and delete it. Okay, now that is deleted, we have the cutout. Probably could have did it a little bit better, but that's all right. So boom, now that we have that, we can put this up there and hit this move tool, and we can move this. We can move this wherever you want. That's what we wanted. We wanted a little face cam box so you can put your face in it, because you could put your whole headshot right here anywhere, but right now I like this style because you can make it look pretty cool. So now that we have that cut out, we're gonna go back to the gun. So we're gonna highlight that. We're gonna make sure this is selected, right? And then we're going to go to filter. And I like to go to camera raw filter. Now if you're like, okay, what is going on? Just delete all that right now. Okay, cool. Let's go to filter. Oh, because it has this little box. I like that. What is that little box that's selected? Okay, anyway, I don't know what that was. Don't even worry about that. It was selecting some crazy stuff. So anyway, filter, camera raw filter, and then boom, the gun is gonna pop up. Now if you know how to color grade, then great for you. Don't make fun of what I'm about to do, because you know that's just great for you. So there's a curve right here. You can color grade. You can do all kinds of stuff in camera filter. I don't know how to do all that. I keep it very simple, very basic. For you just starting out, if you don't know how to color grade, I would recommend just follow along what I do. So I like to make my main object is I want to put the exposure up. So you see how it's a little brighter. So when people see that thumbnail, they're gonna be like, ooh, you know, that is just simple. They're just gonna be like, ooh. And then I like to just play around with this contrast, makes it dull. That makes it really bright. I actually like the 100. I'm gonna make it like 50 for now, because I'm gonna put up the highlights a little bit. And then what the highlights does is, you see how like that glow on the gold, that just brings it up. So I'm gonna bring the highlights up just a little bit, because I want people to still be able to see the detail. And then shadows, I like bringing the shadows down so it brings out the black a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? Makes it look a little bit more realistic. I'm gonna bring the shadows down for about 20. And then whites, if you put it up, it's gonna make the whites brighter. So this is a fun trick that I learned, because it makes the other step that we're going to do after a little bit easier. And then blacks, I'm gonna make the black a little bit more blacker. Perfect. So with that being said, I like to put the texture up because you want a bunch of detail. Clarity is gonna make the texture go up as well, but it kind of makes it kind of funky right there, and I really don't like that. You can do noise reduction right here to kind of fix that, but it's still like a nasty black tone. So what I like to do is leave clarity alone for the most part. I'm gonna put that on 0, but then I'm gonna sharpen it up, and then boom, you see how it looks now? pretty perfect. You can do the color noise reduction. That's not gonna do anything. Noise reduction, I'm gonna put the noise reduction a little bit, and I'm gonna actually bring the sharpen down just a little bit because it already looks good. And then, so we didn't touch the vibrance, anything like that yet. Temperature, if you're looking like a cold temperature on your photo, boom, you can go like that. It brings out the blues. If you want a little bit a yellow temperature, boom, you go that way. Right now I think it's pretty perfect. I'm gonna probably leave it at 1 right there. The tint, you can go a greenish tint or a purplish tint. I'm actually going to go just a little bit. Actually, I'm not gonna touch it. I don't like the way it looks. Vibrance, you could definitely put that up. I'm gonna put that up about 35. And then I'm gonna put the saturation up a little bit, but I'm gonna bring down the contrast just a tad bit. Boom, that is kind of perfect. So that's what the gun looks like now. A little before, after. That is why you want to cut out your gun, because now it looks much better. You can really just end it right there and you'll be good to go. Okay, but now that is done right there, double click on the layer. I like to, so I can see the gun, I like to put a drop shadow on it. Boom, you see the drop shadow? This is the drop shadow. It makes it a little bit darker on the outside. I like to put it just noticeable, not too carried away, but just noticeable. Let's see. Yeah, that's perfect. So I got it on 9. Here goes the settings for that. You guys can copy that, then you are good. If you want to add a stroke, that's how you add a stroke. You want to put the size of the stroke down. You know, it's pretty cool, but we're not going for that look right now. You can add you can play around with this. You can add an inner glow. Let's see right here. If you change the color, let's change it to white, and that will be your inner glow right here. You mess with the size. We're not going for an inner glow right now, but that is definitely how you do it. You can also do the outer glow. We will probably end up going for the outer glow, but I'm gonna wait till the whole picture is done. But we definitely might go with the outer glow because it just pops your thumbnail, makes your thumbnail pop. You can also do gradient overlays, and what that will do, so say we do like a purple, boom, that's all that is. It's pretty cool, especially if you know what you're doing, because you could make it like that. You could change the opacity and then make it like that, so you can make like custom camo colors. See, boom. So if you had like a blue, let's try like a blue, get like a blue tint to it. Pretty cool. But for that, I would suggest cutting out, and that would take a lot of more work. You would have to cut out all the blacks and just do it on the gold, because then it's just gonna look fake, you know, it's gonna look very fake. But that is what that is. But let's get back into it. Okay, now that we have everything done for the most part, we got the gun looking how we want to look, we're going to press this little plus button right here to add a layer. And what this does is allows us to paint over the MP5. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit our alts. We're gonna hold alts and right in between it. It's gonna pretty much make that a clipping mask. We just created a clipping mask, right? And then right here, where above where it says normal, we're going to go with, actually we're going to keep it right there for now. We're going to keep that right there for now, and then we're going to work on our brush tool. So over to the left side, we need to look for our brush tool. Boom, it's going to be right here, brush tool, right? And then right here, this is how you want to do mode. Make it normal for now. Hardness, always have your hardness. For this purpose, put it on 0. You can adjust the brush size, so the brush is going to increase the more you do it. It's going to be huge, or it's going to be whatever, small. So right now I'm going to make this a little bit more smaller. I'm gonna make mine a little bit like 64 is good, because what I'm doing, I just want to touch up the white. I want to make the glow. I want to make my gun glow. I want to make it, you know, pretty perfect. So, but you can also change the color on the left side. So if you wanted to like kind of match with it, when we make it yellow. But for now, I want mine's white. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is everywhere I see like a white glow, I'm just gonna paint. That was terrible, but I'm gonna paint on the white glow. This is like a minor one right there, but we don't want to touch it with this big brush. Just paint where you see whites. This is where you can like be creative. You can really just You can do whatever you feel like doing for real, because it's your artistic eye, your artistic whatever you like, you know. But I'm gonna touch this a little bit, so that's why I make it smaller, because I don't want the glow just going everywhere, you know. I'm gonna just hit some parts right here. Boom, boom. That is perfect. So the last one I like to do, I learned this on YouTube. So I like to get the edges. I like to make the edge glow a little bit. So I get just on the outside and barely touch it. I don't want to be on the gun, but I want to be just on the outside. You see that little pop? Give it a little pop on the outside, the outline of the gun. Yeah, you see? Just a little bit of flare to it. That's all. Boom. Yep. Yeah, boom, right there. So if we zoom out by hitting control minus sign, we're gonna zoom out to like around 8%, and that's what it will look like, you know, on a phone. You know, if you're scrolling on YouTube on your phone, that's what it will look like. That is pretty good, and we're not even done. We have a bunch more steps, and we're not even done. We're gonna make this look really good. So on the right side, you want to hit this where it says normal, and you want to change this to, you can do color dodge, you can do linear dodge, you can do lighter color. You can pretty much do whatever one you want, you know, that looks good to you. I like to do color dodge, and then change the opacity, make that down just a little bit. Not catching up. Go ahead, catch up. This got a little delay to it, so you gotta wait. Boom. Looks a lot more realistic. Those glows look a lot more realistic instead of having it up here and then on normal. But sometimes it does look good on normal. It does. It really does. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Let me try a linear dodge right quick. Yeah, linear dodge just to make sure. Yeah, see, I actually like linear dodge on this one. Actually, I don't. We're gonna go back to color dodge. And this is the thing, like, you play around with it. There's no one perfect setting. There's no one perfect, oh, do this for, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta play around, see what you like, and learn from that. So we're gonna zoom back out, and it looks even better. It looks even more realistic. So for the most part, we are done with the gun for now. And then what I have to show you, right? I'm gonna go home. So I have screenshots that I have edited for my face. So boom. So I haven't edited that one, but just take some screenshots of your face. You know what I'm saying? And whatever looks good, you know, it's just stuff like that. See, I look goofy, but it is what it is. So which one? So this one is edited. So we're gonna do this one. So pretty much what I did with this, I cut it out. I took a picture of myself. I cut it out how I showed you guys with the pen tool over here. I just cut this out, boom, boom. And then I went to filter. I gotta be selecting it. Then I went to filter. I went to camera filters. It just pretty much made myself look how I wanted to look. Made it a little vibrant so you can see me. Things of that nature. So what you do is you can just drag this over to your thing and then put it right on. Right? I didn't want to drag. Oh, actually, yeah, I did want to drag that whole thing. Okay, so this is why we took a screenshot of this guy right here that I'm about to show you. Move this. Oh shit. Oh, I forgot this is a group. Okay, click on this group. Okay, we're gonna, alrighty, it is messing with me. Close the group, thank you. All right, fellas. Boom. All right, so I'm on the group right here. I'm gonna make this about the same size as my cutout right here. Boom. I'll zoom in. I want to show like the box with it. Okay, that is absolutely perfect. So from there, I'll need to find this cutout. I'm gonna put that in this group and then reorder it so it can, boom, so I can move them both. When you put stuff in a group, all you gotta do is click this little folder, so you can move all of them at the same time. I don't know why I was bugging earlier, but people gonna bug. Okay, now we're here with it. Boom, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. You see you got your little face on there, everything like that. Now I'm looking to the left. I don't want to be looking to the left, right? So I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna select my little character. I'm gonna call myself a character. So hit Control T, and that is pretty much your transform. It allows you to like move your image like this, but also it's gonna have this inverted. Boom, I want to be inverted right here. And I'm gonna make myself a lot bigger. Make myself a little bit bigger, kind of like sticking out of the canvas, whatever you want to call it, the little frame. So you're like, oh, look at that MP5. Now you can title this best MP5 class setup for Warzone, best MP5 class setup for whatever, best C9 class setup for this, that, and the third. And that's gonna be your thumbnail. But we're not done. To trick this for real, so you go right there. I'm looking that way. Let's make sure this is like good sizing. Is that good sizing? We can make it a little bit bigger. So we are going to make this whole thing. We're gonna Control T. We're gonna make this a little bit bigger. There you go. Okay, now that we know this is good, I'm just gonna merge this group. I'm gonna merge this entire group because I need to bulk edit it. So Control E. Now I can bulk edit this, and pretty much what I mean is I need to edit this entire thing together. I'm going to hit perspective warp. And then pretty much it's telling you just select the plane. So pretty much from this, boom, it'll pop up. I hate that it went that way, but whatever, we live. So pretty much what I'm doing right now, I'm outlining what I want to warp. So you want to just outline everything that has to do with your face scan. I hit that. Okay, bring that down. Alrighty, we could probably bring that down just a little bit. That's probably why I look weird. Okay, once you're done right there, do not hit this, because every time I hit this, I'm like, bro, I thought I did that. Hit warp now. Now that you have this selected, you can warp this, and then I can kind of make myself look like it's 3D. Like I'm out here with it. You feel me? It just adds a little spice. It kind of look. It makes you look like you're. I don't know. It makes the thumbnail look good. I don't even really know. I be seeing like people do this on their thumbnails, and it be making me click. So definitely make me look good. I don't want to be like too weird looking. Bring that out. Boom. Yeah. See, I want to be like more like that. Like I'm just rotated, not really. Okay, I think this is perfect. I'm gonna touch it just a little bit. Okay, boom, that's perfect. Then you go ahead and hit your check mark, and then you can hit Control T and then resize it and rotate it. Boom, that is absolutely amazing. Boom, this is probably one of the better thumbnails I've made for COD. Just bring it over. Boom, stuff like that. Cool. So then I'm gonna double click on this. I'm gonna hit a little drop shadow. Boom, that is perfect. Okay, so now we gotta touch up the background. So the background, we're gonna hit not control. We're just gonna hit wherever your background is called on the right side right here. We're gonna hit filter. We're going to hit camera raw filter. Where is it? Okay, there it is. I had to hit it twice for some reason. So for the exposure, a lot of people like their background to be a little bit darker, but I'm gonna make my background just a tad bit lighter, right? And then I'm going to sharpen it up, but I'm going to put the clarity down just a little bit. It kind of add like a little blur effect without adding a blur effect. And then I'm gonna put I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna redo the sharpening. The sharpening is really good right now. It's working really good. Yeah, I'm gonna do that sharpening right there, and then I'm gonna add just a tad bit clarity and like a little bit of texture, and then let's go with like a yellow type of background to put the vibrance up a little bit. Saturation. Boom. So it kind of makes everything kind of go together, and that is actually perfect. Right there. We'll make that a little bit bigger and move it over just a tad bit. And I'm gonna move it down just a little bit. When you want to like do like one little pixel at a time, use your arrow keys on your keyboard. But put that as close as possible to the hand right there. Just because we don't want empty space. Boom. That's good. And now the reason why I wanted the background to look how it looks, because this is where we can get into like the outer glow. Like, what are we doing? We probably want to go with like a, maybe like even a red. Yeah, we can go with like a red outer glow. And I'm gonna do it on the gun as well. I'm gonna do an red outer glow on the gun. The yellow looks really good though. I'm not gonna lie. This yellow that I have looks good. But yeah, the red looks good. Just contrasting colors pretty much is what I'm doing. Just making a little contrast color. Let's put the opacity up a little bit. Yeah, you see, it just makes the thumbnail pop a little bit more. Yeah, I'm gonna have it spread out. Boom. So there goes a Call of Duty Black Ops thumbnail right there. You just made it with me. We just did it together. Okay, now we're gonna get into exporting. But before I do that, I want to show you guys. So you can edit your thumbnail like this, you know, with nothing on your screen. But what I like to do, I like to go to view, and then I'm gonna go to show, then I'm gonna go to show grids. And pretty much I learned that, you know, a thumbnail, you pretty much want something in every aspect of these blocks. So even right here, we could probably put the Call of Duty logo right there, but I actually like how this rainbow look, so I'm gonna just leave that as is. And then down here, don't forget your bottom right is where your timestamp is gonna go on the YouTube. So pretty much try to leave stuff out of here, but pretty much everything I showed you guys can do with everything. So like, even if you added text, let's add COD, right? So we add COD. I don't know why it's like that. What the hell is going on? Hold on, this is a learning curve for me too, because why is it like that all the time? How do I fix that? What the hell? Why is everything sideways like that? Okay, horizontal. There we go. You can make sure you click on horizontal. That was the first time that happened to me. I'm gonna go back over here, hit COD. Boom, and I'm gonna delete this one. Okay, so you can move this around. This is just a quick little, you know, add the drop shadow to it, add a stroke to it, and you know, that's how you make words. So everything I did, like with this, with the gun and everything, you can just do over and over again with everything else. So like, if I wanted to put the perspective on it, I would go to edit. I would go to, okay, just follow along with it. I would hit the perspective grid. So boom, I will go to warp and then have it looking in the inside like that, inside it out. I'll hit okay. Then I would make it bigger. I probably could have did way better on that, but I was just flying through it. But boom, you say you have COD. So you could just, in reality, you could just Google Black Ops 6 logo or Warzone logo, and then put the logo right there. Perspective warp the logo, and then boom, it's gonna be even better. So I hope this video does help you guys. If you like this video, I hope this video does help you guys. But there's one final step that we have to do with the export it. So we have to go to file, and then we gotta hit export as. YouTube does not like stuff over 1.2. Sometimes you can get away with exporting to 1.9, but for some reason when you go to upload it on YouTube, it'll say it's too big. So to play it safe, I'll go down just a little bit, and that's okay. But if you want to, you can make it higher. Say it would be 4.4. You definitely cannot upload that to YouTube. It has to be under 2.1. But you can probably get away with this, and if you don't, that's okay. Just come back and then make the quality out of 5. And then you want it at JPEG 256 by 1440 works, or you can change it to 1080p if you want to, 1920 by 1080. Totally up to you. This is just a little hack to make it much more crispy. But I exported it to my desktop, And then I'll just show you guys like how to actually upload it right quick. So say if you wanted to like upload a thumbnail, I don't want to, you know, show you guys all my channel stuff because that would be kind of crazy, but you would just upload it right here and then find it on the desktop, and then boom, I will upload that, open, and then boom, it will upload. But I'm not gonna save these changes because it wouldn't make sense to have this title with this video. So I'm gonna undo the changes, go back, and everything like that. So like I said, I hope this video does help you guys. I'm just trying to, you know, branch out with the content and, you know, help my fellow gaming people, help people who want to start a gaming channel and things like that. I mostly post any game I want to. I just like to have fun with it. But if this video did help you, let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll be answering all the comments like I always do in all my videos. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Definitely hit the subscribe button if you want more videos like this, so I can know to make like an editing video or a different type of video game Photoshop video. But everything I taught you guys in this, you can use with any game. Get a screenshot, get a background, boom, cut it out, make it look more pretty, and then you're good. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. See you in the next one.